Hello and welcome to the channel. This is the Legally Blind Geek YouTube channel. My name is Mike. As it happens, I was asked a few days ago by an individual that was struggling with some low vision issues that didn't really want to go in and set up accessibility settings, larger text and those kinds of things for his iPhone. He just had a few issues with some of the apps that he has loaded on his phone that the text was just really small, or the contrast wasn't very well, and he asked if there's something that he could do for just specific apps. And in this video, we're going to focus on custom, contrast and text sizes. Support these types of dynamic type settings. Make sense? Sound like something you could be, or someone you know, interested in? Check it out. Vision settings for specific apps. There's a couple ways we can do this. One is we can go to the search bar.
Search field.
And we could type in accessibility and find out what we need to find out, or find out what options we have available. Or we can just simply scroll down the list. The time proven method for me is to scroll down the list and find each one of these headings. Makes it more efficient to me. Takes a little bit of time sometimes, but it's guaranteed to get where I want to go. So let's scroll down until we find
accessibility heading.
And now we're going to scroll down almost all the way to the bottom.
Per app settings button.
Per app settings is what we're looking for.
Per app settings. Show hidden apps button.
And you'll see a list of apps that I have already selected that I've customized for.
Facebook button. Messages button. Pages button. YouTube button. Pages button.
Now Pages is
Actions
one
available.
of those that, as far as I can tell, doesn't really support, increasing the text size or anything like that. But I guess that's just the way that works. So if we go to one that I know works, it's like, let's find messages.
Messages button. Display text size heading.
So here are all the different settings that we can adjust. So first let's go into messages and take a look at what it appears on the screen before we make any of these setting corrections, customizations.
Batteries, AirPod, dock, messages. Messages.
So let's just open one here.
Conversations. Carolyn T, James T, Abby T, Molly T, Andrew T. Cool. Thank you. Yes. Messages. Your text message.
Okay, and this
cool.
is basically what it does look like before we do any settings adjustments. So let's go back to the settings and accessibility and the specific app settings and see what we can do there.
Batteries. iPhone 14 PM. App switcher. Messages. Batteries. iPhone 14. Messages. Active. Settings. Active. Per app settings. Bold text. Default. Button.
We're going to leave bold text at the default setting.
Larger text. Default. Button.
Larger set text, or instead of leaving that at default, let's see if we can make that bigger.
Messages will adjust to your preferred reading size below.
So this is an illustration as to what the text size is currently. So with the slider here, I'm going to select it and
55,
I'm going to make the text
adjustable.
larger.
64, 70, 82, 91, 100.
So there's 100%. Let's back out of this.
Messages. Back. Larger text. On. Button.
Let's see if we can do something about contrast.
Button shapes. Default. On-off labels. Default. Reduce transparency. Default. Button.
Reduce transparency. I like that on, so let's turn that on.
Reduce selected. Default. On. Selected. On. Messages. Reduce
So with those
transparency.
two settings
button.
made, let's go back into messages and see what difference it makes.
Batteries. iPhone 14 PM 20. App switcher. Settings. Messages. Active. Messages. James
so the
T.
colors are a little
Okay,
bit
that's
more
what I
vivid,
thought I can do.
and the text is a
2:59
lot
p.m.
larger.
Messages. James T. Okay, that's what I thought. I can do that. 2:59 p.m. Action. Your text message. Cool. Thank you. 3:04 p.m. Actions available.
This is a little behind the scenes communications. Yeah, the old man's got a birthday coming up and everybody's wanting to do something. But see the difference? This is just in this one app. And if we want to go into Pages, that doesn't work, I'll show you the difference there just to have an illustration.
Dock. Messages. App switcher. Messages. Closing messages. Settings. App. Settings. Reduce transparency. On. Button. Per app settings. Back. Pages. Button. Messages. Pages. Button. Display text size. Heading. Display text size. Bold text. Default. Larger text. On. Button.
Okay.
Pages will adjust to your preferred reading
So
size below.
this is what we have it set at here. But when I go into the Pages app, you're going to find that it doesn't represent this at all.
Pages. Larger text. On. Batteries. iPhone. Search. Page 2 of 4. Page 3 of 4. Page 4 of 4. Pages. Pages. JD Welding Survey. A mind's eye blind vision. A mind's eye blind vision. Pages. Number 2. The mind's eye. Pages 5. Number 2. Back button. Document open in reader mode. Use magic tap or the edit button to exit this mode.
See how small the text is here?
Of reading license plates as I drove.
And this is as big as it's going to get, which to me is, if it wasn't for voiceover, I wouldn't know what any of this says.
Back button. Pages. App switcher. Pages. App pages. App switcher. Settings. App. Settings. Reduce transparent display text. Display text size. Per app settings.
So it's simple. From this pane right here, we can just do the add.
Add app button. Choose app to customize.
And you can go through here, and this is a list of all the apps that you have on your phone. And you can scroll down, find one.
Add app button. Around me button. Around me button. Display text size. Heading. Bold text. Larger text. Default. Around me will adjust to your preferred reading size. 50, 60, 70, 82, 91, 100. 100. Around me. Back. Larger text. On. Button.
Now, I guess another way that I could access this app is just to use Siri. Let's see how that works. And here is what around me looks like. And as you can see, the text and whatnot has been changed to the larger text setting. So some of these apps it works really well with. Yeah, and I guess it's all about that. If the app supports the dynamic type. What do you think? Hopefully, after watching this, you have discovered that setting the iPhone up for somebody that has a visual impairment for specific apps is really quite simple. Now, yes, there are some caveats there. Like if this app doesn't support the dynamic type functions, settings, then we'll have to find a workaround. But generally speaking, it's a good idea to just go in, and if you don't want to have to put up with voiceover, or you don't need voiceover, but you need a little help being able to access specific apps, there are ways you can do that. Follow the procedures that we discussed in this video. Go in, select a specific app, and play around with contrast. There are even color filters that you can play around with. Increase the text size, make the text bolder, find something that works for you. I promise you it will help. Now, if you find this content useful, consider giving us a thumbs up. I do appreciate your comments. Use the comment section to voice your opinion, ask any questions, suggest topics for another video. I'll try and do my best. In addition to that, you might want to check this out right here. This is what YouTube says that would work best for you. Also, you might look over here, consider subscribing. I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you. Make it a great day. Bye. Hey, real quick before I let you go, I just thought of this. Check out the description below this video for useful links. They're Amazon links, they're affiliate links. Go do a little shopping on Amazon. Purchase something, help the channel out. For everything that you purchase following one of the links, I'll make a little commission. Thanks. Catch you in the next video. Bye now.